Our next story is in Cameroon, where a separatist conflict has been raging for 4 years, leaving more than 2,000 people dead. People in the English-speaking parts of the French-majority country have long felt discriminated against by the government in Yaoundé. In 2016, armed rebels in the Anglophone northwest and southwest regions declared an independent state called Ambazonia. We met a former fighter who is now in a reintegration program.
For Kingsley, this chicken coop is the most peaceful place he's been in the last few years. Kingsley used to be an Ambazonian independence fighter. He and some 200 rebels attacked the Cameroon military 3 years ago in their quest for a new independent state.
So many people have joined the struggle. My friends, all my colleagues have joined the struggle. So I was not having any options rather than to join them because there was an assurance that everything would be fine.
But he ultimately surrendered. Authorities assigned him to this reintegration center, where hundreds of former fighters receive training. They learn sewing, computer programming and chicken farming, like Kingsley. Before we begin filming, the head of the center made sure the place was cleaned up. He's apparently keen to counter the state's brutal image. Many people here still see the military and the government as their enemy.
The military becomes brutal when they discover that you are a criminal and you are a terrorist, you want to cause trouble. But as soon as the military discovers that you are a friend, and anybody who is living in the bush to come to this center is a friend. So that person is received with open hands, both by us, the civilian workers of the Dira Center, and by the military forces who are guarding the center.
In 2016, Cameroon's mostly English-speaking citizens took to the streets of Bamenda. They were protesting what they said was neglect by the majority French-speaking government in the Cameroonian capital. But the government responded violently. Thousands have died. Since then, many trust neither the government nor the military.
The security situation in Bamenda is tense. We are not safe. Most we are afraid of the military, for what the militaries are doing for us. The military are sending us to be very angry with them.
Back at the reintegration center, Kingsley says he doesn't regret his decision to flee from the separatists, even though he hasn't been allowed to leave the strictly guarded center for almost a year due to security reasons. He fears the danger of possible revenge attacks by the Ambazonian fighters. Kingsley believes he will never be able to return to his home village.